Assalamu alaikum, Sister Layla Letitia here, bringing in my final Ramadan reflection for 2020. Yes, I said my final Ramadan reflection. Now, when I first started this journey, I really wanted to share my observations, my experience of dealing with Ramadan 2020 as a solo Muslim, and I really wanted to be very, very mindful of my mindset during that whole process. And I really wanted to share reflections from a point of knowledge base. I really want to share some information that hopefully were reminders or were a benefit or had impact. I really wanted to make sure that my reflections had something to give. Okay, now my mindset through this whole journey has been up and down, and I gotta say, all praises to God, because I feel like I have been able to really manage my mindset in an effective way during the first 15 days of Ramadan. So even those days when I really was down on myself, I was able to manage my negative self-talk. I was able to put practices in place so that I'm able to manage my negative self-talk. And also I was able to really use my positive affirmations to really allow me to remember what I forgot during those times of hopelessness, right? So I believe that if you really are very mindful of your mindset, that you reflect upon your mindset, that you manage it by actually managing your negative self-talk, using daily affirmations, and just honestly journaling, meditating, whatever you need to do to clear your mind, please put them in place, because the power of the mindset can be the difference of you achieving your greatest goals or you never ever attempting to even start to make those goals, right? So that is the purpose of these reflections, and it kind of helped push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm actually in another phase in my life with this YouTube channel as I try to actually grow it and to get subscribers, and really this is really a great journey, and I'm so excited to be on this journey. And thank you guys for having encouraged me to continue on past these Ramadan reflections. I truly appreciate that. And with me saying that, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for watching these reflections. I do appreciate them. I appreciate that 100%. And for Muslims alike, I hope that you guys are able to be reminded, impacted by these reflections. And for my non-Muslim community, I hope that you were able to get a different view of Islam. And please, the next time you hear about Islam in the media, please do not be fast to judge, okay? Remember, Islam is a religion of peace. Now, with today's reflection, I want to talk about fear of commitment, or fear to make a commitment. So today, I want to talk about fear to make a commitment based on the fear, right? And so let's say you're trying to start a business, you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to get married, you're trying to do an online course for, let's say, real estate, or you want to start eating healthier and going to the gym. Say you want to commit to these things, right? So in our minds, back of our minds, we have these nagging conversations that tell us you're not ready, you're not going to commit. So our mindset, the negative self-talk, is already immediately ready to start attacking us, right? And so I want to tell you that when we delay our commitments, we may be delaying our greatness, our ability to achieve great things. So let's say, for instance, if you're trying to, let's say, buy a house. So if you're single like me, right? And, I say, I'm going to buy a house when I get married. Now, hopefully this is not the case, but what if I never ever get married? So does that mean that I am always fearing of buying a house on my own? Or do I just go ahead and take a leap of faith and get that house alone, right? So don't be afraid to do something based on fear. If you're trying to take a class, let's say for real estate, right? Don't be afraid to go ahead and register for the class, and don't let your fear of perhaps not passing that test stop you from taking the course to achieve that goal, right? And let's say suppose you want to be a healthier eater and you want to go to the gym, and you commit to going to the gym 3 days a week, and you commit to clean eating. Don't fear that if you do not go on one of those 3 days you are committing yourself to, that it's the end of the world, right? Don't be afraid, all right? Because when you delay to make a commitment to yourself, you may be delaying your greatness. So hope you guys enjoy that. Now, as always, like all of my reflections, I do not want to end it without reading from the wonderful Quran. Now, today's ayahs are coming from Surah 29, Surah Ankabut, or Ankabut. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And in Arabic, it means the spider. So the ayahs that I'm going to read to you are going to be ayahs 2 to 4. And these ayahs are really, really kind of telling us, life in general, and kind of very, very powerful ayahs about life, okay? So let me go ahead and read those for you guys. It says, do people think once they say, we believe, that they will be left without being tested? We certainly tested those before them, and in this way, God will clearly distinguish between those who are truthful and those who are liars. Or do the evildoers simply think that they will escape us? How wrong is their judgment? Now, how many of us have really, really said like the good die young, or it seems like, the good people are always going through trials and tribulations, right? So I am actually ending my last reflection with these ayats on purpose, because remember, guys, during these tests that Allah is bringing to us, it is important that you have sabr, which is patience, and that you persevere through them with sabr, and you always put all of your trust in subhanahu wa ta'ala as your protector, as your partner, as the one who grants the mercy through all of your trials and tribulations, because without Allah, without God, we are nothing. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for those who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I am going to be providing great content because I have been inspired to keep going and keep pushing. So please look out for other videos that I post out. They're going to be about mindset and other great topics that I talk about. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being with me on this first part of the journey of my Ramadan reflections. And guys, have a fantastic rest of Ramadan. May Allah be with you. May Allah accept all of our acts of ibadah. May Allah grant us mercy, and may Allah forgive us for our sins. Ameen. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.